7 years ago, I was £27,000 in debt, and the crazy part is, no one had a clue. I still went on holidays, I was always shopping, and from the outside, everything looked fine. But behind the scenes, I was living paycheck to paycheck and constantly stressed about money. So I made one decision. For the next 2 years, I stopped buying everything that wasn't essential. That decision helped me pay off my debt, build wealth, and completely change my relationship with money. Here's exactly how I did it and what I learned. Let's start with the moment I realized I had a problem. The first lesson I learned is that nothing changes until you're honest with yourself about how you got here and what you really want. Years ago, I was invited on a girls' trip that I couldn't afford, but instead of saying no, I took out a payday loan to cover it. One loan turned into another, and before I knew it, I was stuck in a cycle that lasted for years. The wake-up call came when I bought a pair of Gucci boots, but couldn't afford to fix my boiler when it broke down. I had to borrow money from a friend, and I remember thinking, how did I get here? Honestly, I felt ashamed. On paper, I looked like I was doing fine, but financially, I was going backwards. And that question changed everything. Because for the first time, I stopped focusing on the debt itself and started focusing on a life I actually wanted. I didn't want to just be debt-free. I wanted peace of mind. I wanted to feel in control of my money again. Because the truth was, I wasn't in debt because of one bad decision. I was in debt because of my habits. I was spending emotionally, trying to keep up, avoiding the problem. And once I admitted that, everything started to change. But the next thing I realized was even harder to admit. Number two, I stopped buying things I didn't need. Once I stopped avoiding the problem, I started paying attention to where my money was actually going. And honestly, a lot of it wasn't adding value to my life. I had clothes sitting in my wardrobe with tags still on them, designer shoes I couldn't even wear because they hurt my feet, shopping bags full of clothes I thought would make me happy. A lot of my spending was emotional, not intentional, so I cut back drastically. Now, I didn't stop spending completely. I still gave myself a fun allowance each month because I knew if I became too restrictive, I wouldn't stick with it. But I stopped shopping out of habit, and something surprising happened. I spent less money, but I actually felt richer because I stopped chasing things I thought would make me happy and started focusing on what I genuinely enjoyed. Things like travel, the theatre, time with people I care about. Over time, I realized I wasn't actually buying things. I was buying a version of myself I thought other people would like. But what I really wanted wasn't more stuff. I wanted freedom. I wanted experiences. I wanted memories with the people I loved. And for the first time, my money was helping me build that life instead. But none of that would have mattered if I hadn't done the next step, because this is where I finally discovered what was really keeping me stuck. Number three, I finally looked at my numbers. This was the step I was avoiding for the longest time because ignoring it felt easier. As long as I didn't look too closely, I could pretend things weren't that bad. But eventually, I put my feelings to the side and listed everything. Everything I owed, my income, every expense, every debt balance. And when I looked at my assets, there wasn't much there. But that clarity changed everything. I realized I didn't have a discipline problem. I had a cash flow problem. I had a monthly deficit. I was spending more money than I was making, which meant no matter how motivated I felt, the math simply wasn't mathing. And that's something I think a lot of people miss. You can't change what you don't measure. So if you're serious about improving your finances, here's what I'd recommend. Look at your last 3 months of bank statements. Write down your income, your fixed expenses, your lifestyle spending, and whether you have a surplus or a deficit. Because once you know the numbers, you can finally make decisions based on reality. For me, that was the moment I stopped guessing and started acting strategically. But the next lesson was the one that stops me from falling back into debt. Number four, I built a buffer before I built wealth. One of the biggest mistakes I made early on was focusing only on debt. Every spare pound went towards paying off debt, which sounds responsible until life happens. 1 month, my car broke down. I remember feeling so frustrated because I'd been working so hard to pay off debt, yet one unexpected expense pushed me backwards again. I had to borrow money for the repairs. That's when I realized debt freedom isn't just about paying off debt, it's about staying out of debt too. So before I aggressively attacked my debt, I built a small buffer. Nothing crazy, just enough money to cover 1 month of essential expenses like rent, food, transport and utilities. I automated a small amount into savings every month, and that small emergency fund gave me something I hadn't felt in years: breathing room. I stopped panicking every time life happened, and I started becoming the kind of person who could handle whatever life threw at her. And once I stopped leaking money through emergencies, I could finally focus on making real progress. Number five, I stopped playing defense. This is probably the lesson that accelerated everything, because paying off debt isn't just about spending less, it's about increasing the gap between what you earn and what you spend. At the time, I was earning around £2,000 a month, so I needed to be very intentional. First, I reduced my biggest expenses. I stopped shopping out of habit, cooked more at home, cancelled subscriptions I wasn't using, and became much more intentional with my spending. I also created a realistic budget instead of an extreme one, because sustainable beats perfect every time. But eventually I realised there was only so much I could cut. I stopped shopping, reduced non-essential expenses, but there was a limit. I couldn't keep squeezing the same £2,000 forever. So instead of asking, how can I spend less? I started asking, how can I earn more? So I invested in my skills, positioned myself for higher paying roles, and eventually moved into contracting, which significantly increased my income. Because debt disappears much faster when the gap between what you earn and what you spend gets bigger. And while paying off debt felt amazing, something unexpected started to happen too. Number 6, I learned to enjoy the process. At first, I was obsessed with the destination. I just wanted the debt gone. But over time, I started enjoying the process. Every month, I tracked my progress using a simple spreadsheet, and every month, the balance got a little bit smaller. I celebrated the small wins, not with shopping, but by acknowledging the progress I was making, and slowly something started changing. As the debt balance went down, my confidence started going up because I was proving something to myself. I could change, I could be disciplined, I could fix the mistakes I'd made, and that became super motivating. The debt wasn't disappearing overnight, but I was becoming someone different, someone who kept promises to herself, someone who was good with money, and that's what kept me going. But the biggest reward wasn't becoming debt-free, it's what debt freedom gave me afterwards. Number 7, what debt freedom really gave me. People think paying off debt is about money, and yes, money absolutely matters. But the biggest benefit wasn't financial, it was emotional. Because once the debt was gone, I finally had options. I could save, I could invest, I could plan for the future. I stopped feeling trapped, I stopped feeling behind, and for the first time in years, I felt financially secure. Today, I've built savings, I built an investment portfolio, and I've built a much healthier relationship with money. But honestly, the thing I'm most grateful for is peace of mind, because financial peace changes everything. You sleep better, you worry less, and you stop feeling like one unexpected expense could throw your entire life off track. That's what paying off debt gave me. Not just more money, but more freedom. And honestly, that's priceless. If you're currently in debt, I want you to know that it is possible to change your situation. Not overnight, and not through perfection, but through small actions repeated consistently over time. That's exactly what helped me pay off £27,000 of debt and completely change my financial future. So I'd love to know in the comments, what's one thing you've changed financially that's made the biggest difference in your life? And if you enjoyed this video, watch this video next on why looking poor is actually one of the smartest financial decisions you can make, because that mindset shift completely changed my relationship with money. If you found this video helpful, give it a like and subscribe for more content like this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.